But now let us try to answer few questions, and after that I will run that video. Now, violin is a musical instrument with what? Stretched bow, stretched string, stretched membrane, or none of these? Kavya, tell me what is your answer?
Stretched strings.
Right, violin is an instrument which is having what? Stretched string actually. So B will be the answer. Now, which of the following is the correct group of wind instruments? Wind instruments.
The Shehnai flute and Nadaswaram.
Right. So this is already maybe I explained in a previous session, but let us learn it again. The minimum distance required to produce distinct echo is what? What is your answer?
So it's not in the options.
Not in the option. Tell me what is your option then. I will tell you.
Sir, approx 17 meter.
Right. It is approximately 17 meter. Maybe
The
I said
accuracy is 16.5.
right. I said about 16.5. Maybe I explained in a previous session, isn't it?
Yes,
To
sir.
hear minimum a continuous echo clearly, distinctly. How much distance must be there for an obstacle, isn't it? So that is 16.5 meter, I said, but here that answer is not there, but nearest answer is there. What is that nearest answer? 17 meter.
17 meters.
Right. How can you calculate this one? Maybe I told you about one equation, and that equation is D is equal to Vt by 2. And maybe you know that this equation also will be used in sonar, sound navigation and ranging, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Same principle we use. Suppose here Ronak Gandhi stood, and here one wall is there, and he is producing the sound. First, sound wave will travel toward this wall, and it will be reflected back, and again will be listened by the Ronak. Now to hear, again he created one more sound, and that also will travel and hit here, and it will be reflected, and again this reflected sound will be heard by Ronak. And already I told you, to hear these two sound waves distinctly, separately, at least how much time gap must be there?
0.1 seconds.
Time gap must be there, and this is called what? Persistence of sound. Already.
Persistence.
So any sound which reaches to our ear will be there for how much time? 0.1 second. And after that only it can recognize one more sound. So 0.1 second time gap must be there between two successive echo, and that means t must be 0.1 second, and v means what? Velocity of the sound.
Velocity.
Right. Generally velocity of the sound in air will be 340 meter per second, and if we use that value here, d is equal to v means 340 into how much time gap must be there to hear them distinctly? 0.1 second divided by 2. So 340 into 0.1, which is 34, divided by 2, which is equal to 17 meter. So minimum how much distance must be there to hear distinct echo?
17 meters.
17 meter must be there. Why 17 meter? As we are taking the velocity of the sound in air as 340s, and generally the velocity of sound in air will range from 330 meter per second to 340 meter per second. So if you take 330 meter per second, 16.5 will be answer. If you take 340 meter per second, 17 meter will be the answer. So here what is the option? 17 meter will be the option.